Hey, what is going on with y'all, man? It's Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, so y'all already know what's going on. Now, in today's video, I got a couple stories that I want to cover. If y'all been here for a while, y'all remember back, I would say about 8 months ago, I'm going to put the video in the description because it matches this video. I did a video titled Today's Demonic Youth, and that video was basically covering recent storylines of, kind of unthinkable, unimaginable deaths, like very tragic deaths that teenagers were committing across the country. And I chose like 3 or 4 of them that I thought were interesting and that, showed the state of the world, or at least the state of this nation that we're living in, right? So I thought that it was about time to go ahead and do another one. Now, that one was more geared toward teenagers, but this one would just kind of be across the entire spectrum. It's not necessarily dedicated to teenage crime and gun violence. So in this video, I do have a couple of clips that I want to go over, I want to talk about, and we'll just have a conversation about how things are going in the time that we're living in and where things will end up. I don't see anything getting better. People have no regard for human life, and it's only becoming worse. The evil that some people are willing to do to others is unimaginable. And every single day I see a story that is worse than the story I just saw the previous day.
Joliet police say they might give us an update about this case sometime today. We're still waiting to hear more from them, but we know this case involves 3 different locations and happened over a span of 2 days in Joliet. As you mentioned, that suspect was found dead 1,200 miles away in Texas last night. According to Joliet police, the investigation started on Sunday night after 2 separate shootings, one of those shootings deadly. The common link, a red Toyota Camry. The car was registered to the suspect, 23-year-old Romeo Nance. Deputies traced the registration to a home on the 2200 block of West Acres Road. They set up surveillance in the area in case Nance came back, but on Monday, investigators made a horrific discovery. 2 people were found dead inside a house on Acres Road, and across the street where police say relatives of those 2 victims lived, 5 more people were also found shot to death. Investigators still haven't said if those are Nance's family members, only that they are known to Nance. Now, around 8:30 yesterday evening, Joliet police learned Nance had been spotted by U.S. Marshals in Natalia, Texas, about 30 miles southwest of San Antonio. He was found in a car at this Valero gas station. Here's how authorities describe what happened next.
Called, and how we got into this was a possible pursuit coming out of Bexar County, and it ended up here. And at this location, the suspect of multiple homicides was basically cornered, and at some point in there, he took his own life.
We are now learning that the people who were living in the homes across the street from each other, just behind this police tape, were all 7 of the victims of this one incident, and they were all related to each other and the shooter. The houses across the street from each other on West Acres Road. Inside one, 4 females, ages 14, 16, 20, and 38. And 1 man, also 38 years old. In the other, a man who was 35, and another woman, she was 47. All of them shot to death. Later, police connected these shootings to 2 others about 10 minutes drive away from here, and to 28-year-old Romeo Nance, the suspected shooter. At a nearby apartment complex, 28-year-old Toyosi Bakari, who is originally from Nigeria and is not believed to be related to the other victims, was found shot in the head. He later died in the hospital. At another scene, the only surviving victim was caught on surveillance video walking to his car when the driver of a red sedan, who police say was also Nance, passed by once, twice, then fired 9 shots out the window, hitting this victim in the leg.
Now, I'm not sure if the guy was 23 or 28 years old. Could have just been a mistake, and they didn't exactly know how old this dude was. There's no clear explanation on why he did it, why he chose to murder 7 of his family members and 1 person that he shot in the head that was a Nigerian guy that was unrelated to the family, and then an attempt on a 9th person. I feel like some of this stuff has to be, we got to be made aware of this kind of stuff, because I know a lot of people don't watch the media. A lot of people don't watch the news because it's always negative, but you can't help it. You can't help it when this stuff has been more common than, probably any generation before us. The way the world is going now, the way people are, they have no hearts. You can't trust nobody. People have no hearts. The way our world is set up is for everyone to think about themselves. And then that's just kind of on the surface level. You don't really think about how people get taken over by spirits and demons. Because in my mind, for someone to be able to do this kind of stuff to their family, not just 1 person or 2 people, kill basically your entire family, you have to be, a spirit would have had to led you to do that. Some kind of demon took over this man. That's just pure evil energy. That's pure devil, pure demonic. There's nothing good, I don't even know what to say, because my mind and my heart doesn't work that way. I can't feel that way. You never know what somebody is thinking, or what other people are going through, or what caused people to snap sometimes. But I'm speaking of this as in a whole, things that are going on in this world right now, and the fact that it's not going to get any better. And the fact that, like I said, you can't trust nobody. So it's like the people that you got around you, that you love, your kids, your family, hold them where you hold them. Keep them at a level where it's all love, if that's what it can be. And if it can't be that, just move on, because there's no time for anything in between. I see a lot of people these days when I'm riding on the highway, somebody blow their horn at me, or something is some kind of little road rage incident. I just keep driving. I don't blow my horn. I don't do nothing. Think about that. 10, 15 years ago, you can't tell nobody nothing. They're going to blow their horn at you. You blow their horn at them. It's going to be a horn battle. People going to do what they do on the road. Now, people still do it, but people have become so aware now in this day and age that they don't even want to respond on the street no more in their cars. They don't even want to blow their horn back because they feel like somebody might get out the car and shoot their car up. I see it on Instagram and in comments and stuff under certain kind of videos all the time. People I just mind my business. I just drive. I don't even do anything like that. So that lets you know the state of the world that we live in right now. And this kind of stuff with a guy murdering 8 people in just a span of a day or 2 is what's making it worse. So I ain't going to drag it on too long with this one. Y'all see what's going on. We're going to go ahead and jump into the next clip. So check this out.
Back to some breaking news now from Tinley Park, where a man has been charged with killing his wife and 3 adult daughters. So let's head back to CBS 2's Marissa Perlman. She is live at the Tinley Park Police Department with the latest on those charges. Once again, good morning, Marissa.
Dana, good morning to you. I'm glad you can hear me okay now. A very important story to share with you. Police say it was a verbal argument that led to this shooting. And the suspect, this father, is actually the person who called Tinley Park Police and let them know about the shooting inside his own home. This man is 63-year-old Mahir Kasim, now charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. Investigators say he shot his wife, 52-year-old Mahida Kasim, during an argument, and also shot his 3 adult daughters. Kasim was taken into custody after giving a statement about his involvement in the murders to police. Police found all 4 victims inside the home, in the same room, and a gun on scene. A friend of these sisters said all 3, 2 of them twins, had big dreams.
I just can't believe something so terrible happened inside those walls. I keep imagining what she was doing moments before she was taken.
Now, in this case, I just couldn't believe this, y'all. I guess you could call this one crime of passion, domestic violence. Who knows where this guy's state of mind was. It says a man allegedly shot and killed his wife and their 3 daughters in a domestic violence incident at their suburban Illinois home, but he just happened to spare his 19-year-old son. You know, I guess, I don't know, maybe this dude deep down in his heart hated women, hated his own 3 kids that were all women. They were grown women. If I'm not mistaken, these kids were, I don't want to call them kids, these women were 25, 24 years old. The son was home during the shooting. He said he heard arguing in the basement between his dad, mom, and older sisters, so they all were arguing. And then he heard gunshots. He then heard the arguing turn into screaming. The team went to the basement and found his mom on the floor and saw 2 of his sisters who appeared to be shot. The teenager then witnessed his dad shoot his 3rd sister and shoot his mom again. The wife, 53, was shot 7 times, and the daughters, who were 25, 24, and 25, 2 of them were twins, were also shot multiple times. So you had to think about it. Unless he had a gun with an extended clip of, 20 rounds in it, he had to reload to shoot all of them that many times. Shortly after the shooting, the husband actually called the police himself and said, "My wife has been shot and I'm going to jail." So once again, y'all, this is what we living in. People snapping so crazy that they willing to kill the entire family. This man killed all 3 of his daughters, y'all. That's why I said every time I hear a story that's wild, it's like I hear another one that's even more just, I can't believe this shit. It's like, what is this world coming to, y'all? Think about what we are living in. And I'm gonna say it as much as I can. It's only gonna get worse, y'all. It's only gonna get worse. It's gonna get more and more demonic. It's really all a part of prophecy. Men's heart will fail them from the things that are gonna come to this earth. You're just gonna drop dead just from fear alone. Think about that. The evil is only beginning. And what's really going to come across this world is going to be things we wouldn't even be able to imagine right now. Right now, we got people doing this to other people. One lost soul to another lost soul.
Brutally killed over a $65 drug debt. Now 3 people are charged in the murder of 29-year-old Danielle Banks in Riverdale, found stabbed and burned in the street. Today, her family is speaking only to our Tara Molina, telling her what they've learned from police.
Danielle Banks' family told me they're thankful police say they found the 3 responsible for her murder, calling it a type of closure ahead of the holidays and before they celebrate her life. We want to warn you, some of the details you're about to hear are disturbing.
Full of life, a big smile. This is how Ray Banks will remember his 29-year-old daughter, Danielle.
She was a lively, spiffy, lovely young lady. She loved to sing. She loved to dance. She would bring brightness to your life.
But Danielle needed help, and she didn't get it in time.
She got caught up on drugs. And when she started to live that life, that's when things got bad.
Danielle Banks was killed in Riverdale earlier this month, beaten until her eye was falling out of the socket, stabbed to death, then set on fire. Left unidentifiable, according to Cook County court records. Riverdale police released photos of a watch and described a tattoo. Because it was so difficult to identify her, they needed help. Police charged 3 people with felony first-degree murder in her killing: Scotty Joby Scott, Keith Bassett, and LaToya Larimore Mylans.
None of my family members really recognize any of them.
As of yesterday,
Ray says police told him the 3 revealed why they killed her. It's hard to hear.
Said that she owed them $65. And they killed her, stabbed her, and then set her body on fire.
Over $65 is absolutely insane. And for 2 grown men and another grown woman to beat a lady until her eyeball almost pops out, I just can't imagine being in the thought process to want to do that to somebody over money, especially money that damn near holds no value. But at the end of the day, when you come from that world, when you come from addiction, when you come from poverty, when you come from having nothing, a lot of people take that very serious. A lot of people will do you dirty over $10. And I completely understand it because I've seen it. But I don't understand, someone actually killing a person over it. You see petty stuff over small amounts of money. You see fights. You see somebody get jumped. You see all that kind of stuff. But there's no explanation for that. Then burn her body afterwards to where she's unrecognizable. All I can say is I want to live. A lot of these people don't want to live. They don't know what it means to live. There's so much out here that we haven't even seen. So much, in this world that we haven't seen. But yet people let petty things like money, anger, control over people, like dude that killed his daughters. And they did come out and say that he killed them over respect and money. So people let themselves go over the edge over very small things that really don't matter to the bigger picture of this world. And like I said, I want to live. Like, I want to experience what my life is supposed to be. But a lot of people don't look at it that way. Too stuck with like what's right in front of them. And then at the same time, a lot of people are just heartless, don't have no soul, and are very willing to commit evil acts. This is the world that we live in, y'all. That's why I did this video, and I'll continue to do videos like this because somebody got to do it. Like I said, I don't enjoy it, but someone has to do it. All I can say in the time that we live in, as far as a little bit of motivation, stay tucked away. You know what I'm saying? Keep praying to God. Keep on believing in God. Even if you down on your faith or things in life ain't going the way you want them to go, look at what you do have, though. And just keep trying at that relationship with God. Because we all fall short. None of us are quite there. But, keep going. Like, ask for the simple things in life. You know what I'm saying? Ask for a full night of rest without waking up. Ask for things that are very simple. To have a day where you just laughing all day. Keep it simple sometimes. Keep searching for that connection through Jesus. Keep searching for your purpose. First, let's find our purpose before we go out here and do anything crazy. There's so much stuff to think about before choosing to do some wild ass shit that'll cost you the rest of your life. And in these last days that we living in, it's most important to make that connection with God, because that's what all this is about. This is God showing his mighty hand in our world. No matter how evil things get, God will allow it to become even more than what it is now. And it's only gonna get worse. So yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna beat it too long, man, and keep going on and on about it. Hope y'all enjoyed that video. Y'all know we got more content on the way. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see next up on the channel. And let me know what y'all think about this stuff, man. Yeah, with that being said, it's Black Balloon, and I'm gonna see y'all soon.